lord, these monsters, they're destroying the city. Shall we intervene?
No. Let them fight. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Directed by Michael Dougherty and released on the 65th anniversary of the original Godzilla from 1954. Gareth Edwards was originally set to direct the film as a follow-up to his 2014 Godzilla reboot, but he dropped out of the project on May 13, 2016, and decided to make Rogue One instead, which was later almost entirely reshot by Tony Gilroy, who had the bright idea of, hey, maybe we should put me in a Star Wars movie. King of the Monsters has grossed $36 million in North America and $130 million internationally, for a worldwide box office of $193 million. Sounds like a lot, right? But when you factor in the $170 million budget combined with the $100 million marketing campaign, at the time of this review, this film is $77 million in the hole. Speaking of cash though, if you enjoy Vader reviews, feed the beast and keep us stomping around the internet by donating to our PayPal. A link is in the description. Our videos average anywhere from 200 to 500 views, so if everyone who watched just gave $1, we would be able to expand our productions. Join me, and together we will rule the internet. Back to the movie. Our film revolves around giant monsters and other stranger things, and stars Millie Bobby Brown in her film debut as Madison Russell, the only character whose name I remember without having to look it up, because they scream it all the time in the film. Another early addition to the cast is Kyle Chandler, who I couldn't help but think would have made a great Superman, as her dad Mark. The plot of Godzilla, King of Monsters is simple. The bad guys are a group of wacky eco-terrorists that decide the Earth's got a fever, and the only prescription is to wipe out the evil man's wholesale because pollution. Their plan is to basically play a reverse game of Pokemon, finding all the most powerful monsters in the world because they gotta release them all. Meanwhile, Godzilla's stomping around, destroying lives and families like you do, when he is forced to learn that a king's time as ruler rises and falls like the sun. But there's more to being a king than getting your way all the time. Like beating your fellow monsters into subjection until they serve you like the dogs they are, so you can crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of their women. One of the first kaiju we're introduced to is Mothra, but it's not all sunshine and butterflies, because we've also got Big Bird of Doom, Rodan, who destroys cities with the air pressure from his massive wings when he isn't busy sculpting intricate works of art. Come on, Rodan, the world-famous French artist from the 1800s. He made The Thinker. You know, you try to elevate a show, give it some class. I guess I'll just have to stick to fart jokes. Anyway, the mood is electric when the bad guys wake up their final monster, who's been chilling in the ice for a few thousand years. Like a malevolent Pikachu with 3 heads, this triple threat can't wait to reveal his unlimited power, delivering a shocking blow to Godzilla as the sparks fly, hoping to dethrone the radical reptile. So all of the other monsters will bow down to him as if to say, Hail Hydra. Come to think of it, Mothra would probably be drawn to Ghidorah's wings like a giant bug zapper. So Godzilla and Ghidorah duke it out for supremacy, ending pretty much how you would expect it to, given the title of the film. It's not really a spoiler, I mean, it's called Godzilla, King of the Monsters after all. There's some other stuff with the people too, I guess. But they're all either annoying or forgettable. Let's face it, you go to a kaiju movie for the monsters, and when the monsters are on the screen, they deliver. There just isn't nearly enough of it for my taste. So what did I like? The kaiju visuals, The standoffs before the battles gave such a massive epic scope to the film. The inclusion of the Oxygen Destroyer and hearing Akira Ifukube's iconic Godzilla theme was also a great treat. And finally, Ken Watanabe's Dr. Ishiro Serizawa mirrors Dr. Daisuke Serizawa, played by Akihiko Hirata, in the original 1954 Godzilla, and even Japanese history in a very powerful and moving way, in one of the film's most poignant moments. Where the film fell short for me were the human characters and their motivations. I was also disappointed with the management of this franchise as a whole. Warner Brothers is so desperate to have a massive cinematic universe, they've rushed things like they have with the DCEU, skipping straight to Ghidorah instead of building to their final villain. They also mentioned 17 monsters in the film, but other than the 4 main kaiju, we don't get any other classic Toho monsters. They had the perfect opportunity to do an epic battle between Godzilla and other monsters like Anguirus, Gigan, Destroyer, King Caesar, or Jet Jaguar, but instead, the director gave us that stupid woolly mammoth thing he designed, and brought back the Mutos from Gareth Edwards' film, instead of pulling from the rich history of monsters that spans 65 years and 35 feature films. I wanted to love this movie, but it's definitely a mixed bag for me. Kinda like a bag of trail mix, where your little brother picked out most of the M&Ms already. It's mostly just raisins and peanuts now. So is Godzilla king of the box office? Well, he was opening week, but then he was only up against a crappy Elton John biopic, because they pushed the release date back twice to stay out of the way of every movie they could, even Detective Pikachu. So for his weak plot, annoying and forgettable characters, missed opportunities to utilize the classic Toho monsters, I give Godzilla, King of Monsters, a solid 3 out of 5 Death Stars. The Emperor is not as forgiving as I am. This has been Vader Reviews. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications. And follow me on Twitter @Vader Reviews. Join the Empire today. Do not yet realize your importance. Share these videos, and together we will rule the internet. And always remember, you don't know the power of the dark side.